talk to my kitty. Hey, little one. Look at you sleeping there. Not a care in the world. At least you're alright. I don't know what I'd do with both you and Kazuki. No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this and too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage a normal life out of this somehow. Don't worry, little one. Well, let's see, anything on the laptop here? A violent incident in the sewer below the streets of Shinjuku in the late hours last night has resulted in the death of a detective in an apparent rescue gone wrong. The body of Detective Kazuki Tanaka, 29, was recovered last night after a nearly week-long search when he went missing off of the streets of Kazumigaseki. The mysterious incident has left the police scrambling for answers and a suspect as the investigation continues into its second day. The detective who arrived first on the scene, Ayami Ito, had declined to make any comment to the press, but her superiors say that after following a lead, she was led into the sewers where she made contact with a lone female suspect. At the time, sources say the female suspect panicked and the incident ended violently before she could be apprehended. There are many unanswered questions, however. It appears that besides the lone detective, there were no other police on the scene, calling into question how the case was handled. There's also a question of the missing suspect and why, after Detective Tanaka was killed, the suspect was not able to be restrained. The case comes in the midst of increasing scrutiny on the police, in particular the violent crime section, as other instances of police neglect or questionable investigative practices have been made. Several experts have gone on record saying that Tokyo's police are not equipped to handle the recent wave of crime. Police have promised to release the results of their internal investigation as soon as possible. Superintendent Yukimura, who is in charge of both Detective Tanaka and Ito, has urged his department and the public at large to hold judgment until all the facts are in. I've heard a lot of rumors surrounding this case, but we're barely a few hours into understanding what happened down here. I think it's too early to jump to conclusions. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything in it is laid out so neat and factual, it makes it seem so simple. It's like that all happened to someone else. Like Ito on this page is a different person from some other world. Yet it's not. It's what happened to me. Or so they say. The article barely mentions the girl, the bloody bag, or the red paint. How can they write that like it's true? The press will try to simplify any story to sell papers, like Kazuki always said. Other things about that night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints on the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean too. That's what they told me, but there's no way that could be true. What really happened down there? Good question. Let's see. Oh, okay, there's our pills. Let's see, how's our sanity right now? It ain't good! Alright, taking a pill. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them for your sake. Now, lowers our investigation, but it ups our sanity, so that's at least something. Can I take... I can take more? I don't think I want to take more. Like, I'd say one a day. Maybe. Alright, well, let me head to the bedroom, I guess. I've been avoiding spending too much time in this room lately. The rest of that night always come flooding back whatever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and that when I open it I'll see him there. Finding these last few weeks to just be a bad dream. But it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more. The fact that he's gone or the way it happened. Taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Reina. That was her name. I heard a few days after the sewer, but kept it to myself. At the debrief, they had me talk to a station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everyone else must be thinking. Police reports, the press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back, then maybe... If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate the scene myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. Not to let me anywhere near it, though. At least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. See, I thought this would have been an excuse for us to go to bed. Who's that? Who's here at this late? Hey, I brought you some dinner. Thanks, Yumi. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. You can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's just... That's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm not good with this stuff. But Yami, I'm really sorry about Kazuki. I mean, I know that he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but... Stop. Just stop. You don't... I'm sorry, Yumi. I didn't mean it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. What? Earthquake? That was a big one, huh? And the cat just slipped through it. Go figure. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I know we're not best friends or anything. I was just worried is all. Sorry, Yumi, that's my phone. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I have to take this. And Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime. Itto here. Itto! I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come into the station as soon as you can. What's this about? It's been an easier of a talk person. See you too. Oh boy. Am I fired? You gotta tell me if I'm fired. Who are you? I've worked with Saki Ishibashi for years now, and she hasn't changed a bit. How about a sneeze? Excuse me. I'm apparently allergic to Ishibashi. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. Hello, what's that? All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all the office drama by having an unrestricted view of the whole building. Well, I guess I can talk to her. Oh, hey, Toy. Didn't think we'd see you back here so soon. Well, you're not. I'm here. About what happened. It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful. And I know you two were so close. I mean, I heard. Yeah, we were. But seriously, you can leave it alone. I'm fine. If you say so. But I'm glad you're being so positive. No matter what people say, I know you cared about him and did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? I guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. There's been some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? What kind of rumors? Well, no, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. We both know you can't keep something like that to yourself for long, so you might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear it from me. Okay? On account of all the bad press surrounding Tanaka, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I understand it just fine. Officer Bando told me earlier that Tyra was boasting about some promotion, and then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV for you earlier. It doesn't look good, is all. Tyra? That guy needs a swift punch to the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion, and moves in my office? This is too much. See, I told you you'd be upset. It's not all definite, though. All I know for sure is what I've seen on the monitors and what Bando's told me. Hold on a sec. Who's Officer Bando? It's not some alias you came up with, is it? I only tried that with you one time, and you figured it out right away. Bando transferred in from Osaka a few weeks ago, and he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes in and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Did you say anything else about Tyra's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detectives lately, and I overheard it. If I run up by my office, maybe I'll see the Officer Bando and ask him myself. Hey, that reminds me, if you see him, could you give him this? What is this? I don't think the frog drawing follows standard police procedure. Do you like it? It's cute, right? See, I'm trusting you with this because it's more of a private thing. You'll give it to him, though, right? Fine, fine. I'll give him your love letter. It's like I've died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him, but yo me. Thanks, Ayami, you're the best. Guess you better head up to Yukimura's office soon, huh? So, you knew about that too, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. I suppose I can ask again. So, what is the story with you and the new guy? Sending letters isn't exactly your usual subtle tactic, Saki. Hardy har har, very funny. This one's different. He seems like a keeper, and he's not half bad looking to boot. Ayami, I'm almost 25. I'm practically an old woman. If I don't find someone soon and settle down, I'll die alone. Honey, you've got plenty of time, trust me. As someone who didn't find the love of their life till almost 30, you're fine. Even listening to you stresses me out, Saki. I'm sure your prospects are fine. I'm going upstairs. Okay. We got multiple buttons here. Okay, so that was what we gotta actually go to. Investigative Unit's office to knock an eye of offices on this floor. Okay. Evidence storage and forensics is in the basement. Reception level, Saki's probably sitting there watching all CCTV footage. And Yukimura's office right at the top. Of course he's right at the top. Push button. Hello, sir. Sorry to have to call you in like this, I know we promised you some time off after the whole rotten incident. I meant to talk to you about it earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Damn reporters were waiting for any excuse they could to go for our throats, and they found it. Then the deputy chief started calling me, and the chief, I got a call from the mayor last night. All of them want this case solved out of mine. He was here saying Tanaka would be furious at all the bureaucracy. Can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Cut to the trace. Whatever paper or news station covering your case, the mayor's demanding a formal inquiry about your conduct. Never say anything. I'm saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Fortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and even choices that seemed right at the time could turn around and bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night, sending you alone. I'll pay for that too. Now, in your professionalism, using the spin system from time to time, don't give those vultures anything to pick at. It's not just about the inquiry, though. It's sort of about you and the choices you make, professional or otherwise. Far-reaching effects in the future. People will work with you and trust you. The option you'll have available to you and are all hinged on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing. Given circumstances, we think it's best to transfer you out of the violent crime department for the time being. Transfer? But, sir, I don't understand. I've already done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Surely my record should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about it first. This isn't for negotiation, Detective. There's a chance to get a fresh start. For next month, you'll continue to be on leave. Fully paid, of course. Of course, I'll need to take your badge until you return. The gun, you can turn it downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the vice and insurance fraud cases. As no detective will be moving into your place, we'll need to clear out your offices. I've asked some movers to come in today and give you a hand. I'll make myself clear, Tom. Sir, I know you think I screwed this up, but there's more going on. I need a bit more time to make a case is all. Hands up, Detective. Fully thorough hearing about your case complete. We no further discussion on this. Please go to your office and pack away any personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us. So, take care of yourself. I get where they're coming from. Don't get me wrong, it still sucks. Okay, fine. Part of me was half expecting, like, I walk through and all these guys are just gonna look at me like, there she is. She's the one that caused all these problems. Hey, Toy, hold up. I don't know why I'm picking this voice. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right. He was the best. Almost hard to believe he let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing. He can't manage to contact anyone he even wants. I thought he would have tried to get in touch with you, at least since you were his partner and all. Anyway, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb and to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that one on your own. Trying to imply something about me, Tyra? Who, me? No. What do you expect when they send a little detective and all by herself? I'm saying you could have used the help. Fuck you, buddy. Sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Tyra will disappear. Unfortunately, the tactic hasn't worked yet. And then I got this guy here. I was partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he was. If he didn't attach himself at the hip to Tyra, he probably could have made a good detective. Damn! They told me that I was, as the only female detective, it'd be best to give me extra space. Translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. That damn sexism in the workplace. An alarm for fires, earthquakes, and other emergencies. Alright, fine. I guess I'm going in my office and taking what I can. What a morning. I'm exhausted. First, the bosses dumped me out of violent crime, and then send movers ahead of me so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before me. What a mess. So I wasn't going through enough already. At least with my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. Gives me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. Ah! Fucking mask. Been in this office for years now. Quietly working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. Look at it now. All that hard work shoved into some boxes to be handed off to whoever brown nosed their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything all these years if it can be so easily packed away and forgotten. But new email is in my inbox from Yukimura. Looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see. Itoi has been under a lot of pressure. The tragic loss of Tanaka's affects us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Itoi will be temporarily reassigned, so he did make it public. How humiliating. Realized him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? Ah! Rita, you knocked that off. I grabbed a kitty. Kazuki gave me the silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. Ah! Knock that off, and I'm assuming I can't talk to you. Alright, let me pack my boxes. Yukimura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughingstock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands back on that mask. Raina mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. Ah! Knock that off. And I guess this is the new guy, but he didn't seem to care. Francis gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it in down the basement. I should go down and scope it out. I should. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, that was just me clicking. Officer Bando, the recent transfer from Osaka. Saki on the front desk is quite smitten with this guy. Okay. Let's introduce ourselves. Hi, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Detective Ito. Let's see, what voice to give you? I don't have that many voices. You know what? Fuck it. That's right. Transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please, call me Bando. Y'all have got a big station here. Embarrassed to say, but never could find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work, if you're asking me. And it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. Here. Ishibashi at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Huh? Saki did. Well, hand it over then and let's have a look. Perhaps it is about quitting. Oh, well, I didn't reckon she'd send me something like this. That's just because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bando. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would ya? I know, not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in about 20 minutes. I'd do it myself, but I'm too busy. Fuck it, why not? Alright, but don't wear this to any of the other detectives. Got it? You got it, Ito. You're alright. I'll crack this work out and then get upstairs where I can. I owe you one. Great, we're helping Uncle-san get a booty call. This is fine. Alright.